The Toyota Way. 14 Management Principles from the World's Greatest Manufacturer. By Jeffrey K. Leica. Toyota manufacturing plant, machines humming, robotic arms assembling vehicles with surgical precision, and workers collaborating in synchronized movements. What if I told you that one of the world's most successful companies doesn't just rely on great products or flashy marketing campaigns? That behind every sleek Toyota on the road, there's something far more powerful at work, something almost invisible. Toyota's success isn't just about making cars. It's about a mindset, an obsession with improvement, an unwavering commitment to quality, and a philosophy so strong that it's shaped not just an industry, but the way businesses around the world operate. Welcome to the Toyota Way, 14 principles that have turned this company into a global powerhouse. And today, we're diving deep into the philosophy, the people, and the process that make Toyota extraordinary. More importantly, we'll explore how you can use these principles to transform your business, career, or even your life. Segment 1. The foundation of Toyota's success. To understand Toyota's genius, we need to rewind the clock nearly a century. Long before Toyota was a household name in cars, it was just a small textile company in Japan. And this is where our story truly begins. The Toyota family wasn't just in the business of making products, they were in the business of solving problems. Sakichi Toyoda, Kichiro's father, revolutionized the textile industry with his automated loom, a machine that stopped itself when it detected a broken thread. This wasn't just an invention, it was a philosophy in action. Don't pass defects forward. Fix them at the source. 1933. A young Kichiro Toyoda, wearing a work coat, standing in front of a prototype automobile, his hands in his pockets, deep in thought. A new dream was forming. Inspired by his father's relentless pursuit of efficiency, Kichiro Toyoda took a bold leap. In 1933, he established Toyota's automotive division, with a vision that seemed almost impossible at the time, to build cars in Japan that could compete with the giants of Detroit. But there was a catch. Toyota lacked the resources, manpower, and financial backing of American automakers like Ford and General Motors. So, instead of trying to copy them, Kichiro did something radical. A dimly lit office in the 1940s, stacks of papers and blueprints everywhere. Kichiro Toyoda sits at his desk, poring over data, sketching ideas. A close-up of his hand underlining a key phrase in Japanese: eliminate waste. Maximize flow. Kichiro realized that Toyota's survival wouldn't come from building faster, it would come from building smarter. Every wasted second, every extra screw, every unnecessary movement was an opportunity for improvement. And that's how Toyota's groundbreaking approach was born. 1950s, enter Taiichi Ohno, the man who would turn Toyota into a legend. After studying American manufacturing, Ohno realized something astonishing. Henry Ford had perfected mass production, but his system wasn't flexible. If demand changed, if materials ran out, the whole system crumbled. Ohno had a different vision, a system that could adapt, a system that was lean, a system that only produced what was needed when it was needed. Side-by-side comparison. A chaotic American factory from the 1950s, workers scrambling, massive piles of unused parts, and a Toyota plant where everything moves with surgical precision. Ohno's insight: traditional manufacturing relied on push production, building as much as possible and storing inventory. Toyota flipped the script with pull production, only making what customers actually needed. And thus, the Toyota Production System, TPS, was born, the backbone of what we now call lean manufacturing. 1970s, oil crisis. Rows of gas-guzzling American cars sit abandoned as fuel prices skyrocket. Meanwhile, Toyota's fuel-efficient models fly off dealership lots. The real test of Toyota's system came in the 1970s. As the world reeled from an oil crisis, American car companies were stuck. Bloated factories, massive inefficiencies, and a failure to adapt. Meanwhile, Toyota's lean, flexible system allowed it to thrive. By the time American companies realized what was happening, Toyota had already pulled ahead. And Toyota didn't stop there. While competitors focused on immediate profits, Toyota played the long game, investing in fuel-efficient hybrids like the Prius years before the market caught on. Their philosophy wasn't just about building cars, it was about building a company that could withstand the test of time. Kiichiro Toyoda's words engraved on a factory wall: "We must make things better every day." And that is the foundation of Toyota's success. Not luck, not shortcuts, but a deep-rooted philosophy of continuous improvement, or as they call it in Japan, Kaizen. Segment 2. The 14 principles that built Toyota. What if I told you that Toyota's secret isn't just about precision engineering or cutting-edge technology? It's not just about robots assembling cars faster or factories running 24/7. The real secret lies in a system so powerful that it has transformed industries beyond just automobiles. Hospitals, software development, even NASA has taken inspiration from it. Medical professionals using lean processes in hospitals, logistics workers streamlining warehouse operations, Tesla engineers on a factory floor taking notes from Toyota's systems. At the heart of it all are the 14 principles of the Toyota Way, a philosophy so deeply embedded into Toyota's DNA that it shapes every decision, every action, and every car that rolls off the line. The 4 pillars: philosophy, process, people, and problem solving. Think of these as the 4 cornerstones of Toyota's success. They aren't just random business tactics, they're a way of thinking, a way of working, and a way of constantly evolving. Let's break them down. Most companies chase short-term profits, quarterly reports, sales targets, shareholder demands. But Toyota? They think in decades, not quarters. Principle number 1 states that management decisions should always be based on long-term systems thinking, even if it means sacrificing short-term financial gains. Pillar 2. The right process equals the right results. Toyota doesn't rely on luck. They believe that if you perfect the process, the results will follow. And this brings us to some of their game-changing principles that have reshaped modern manufacturing. Continuous flow. Toyota ensures that problems are caught at the source. Instead of pushing products down the line and fixing defects later, they create a smooth, uninterrupted flow where issues are identified and solved immediately. Pull systems. Unlike traditional mass production, where products are stockpiled, Toyota only produces what's needed when it's needed, reducing waste and ensuring efficiency. Heijonka workload leveling, slow and steady wins the race. Instead of cramming production into short bursts, Toyota evens out the workload, like a marathon runner pacing themselves for endurance, rather than a sprinter burning out too fast. And then, there's the legendary stop-the-line principle. At Toyota, any worker, no matter how junior, has the authority to halt production if they spot a defect. Think about that. Instead of blaming workers for mistakes, Toyota empowers them to take ownership of quality. Pillar 3. People and partners. Machines don't build cars. People do. And Toyota believes that investing in people, not just technology, is the key to sustained excellence. At most companies, managers bark orders. At Toyota, leaders must understand the work, live the philosophy, and teach it to others. Every manager, from the shop floor to the CEO, must have first-hand experience solving problems and improving processes. No ivory towers here. And Toyota doesn't just improve itself, it helps its partners improve too. Instead of squeezing suppliers for cost reductions, Toyota invests in them, sharing their expertise and lifting the entire supply chain to higher standards. The result? A network of companies working in harmony, built on trust and continuous improvement. Pillar 4. Relentless problem solving. At Toyota, problems aren't hidden. They're hunted. Instead of sweeping issues under the rug, they follow a method Genshi Genbutsu, which means go and see. Toyota believes that real knowledge comes from first-hand experience. Managers don't sit in offices looking at reports. They go to the shop floor, talk to workers, and see the problem themselves before making a decision. Every change at Toyota is treated as an experiment. They don't assume they know the answer. They test, measure, and iterate through a process called the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle. It's about learning, adapting, and continuously improving. And that's the heart of Toyota's success, an unshakable commitment to improvement. Small changes every day add up to something extraordinary. This isn't just about making cars. It's about a way of thinking, a way of working, a way of striving for excellence. Segment 4. What you can learn from the Toyota way. A buzzing startup office, teams huddled around laptops, brainstorming on whiteboards. An entrepreneur sketches out a product roadmap on a tablet. A factory worker suggests an improvement to a supervisor, who nods with approval. The Toyota way isn't just for car manufacturers. It's not just for massive corporations with endless resources. It's for anyone, whether you're an entrepreneur, a manager, a team leader, or even just someone looking to bring more efficiency and excellence into your work and life. A Toyota executive explaining lean principles to a group of small business owners, a bakery using lean practices to improve efficiency, a hospital reducing patient wait times by implementing Toyota's Kaizen approach. Because at its core, the Toyota way is about thinking differently, about how we approach problems, how we make decisions, and how we work with others. The essential takeaways: think long-term, focus on sustainable success, not just quick wins. Most companies operate on short-term thinking, focusing on quarterly earnings, the next big sale, the next viral marketing push. But Toyota plays the long game. They make decisions that won't just benefit them next month, but 5, 10, even 20 years from now. Whether you're building a company, managing a team, or just improving your own career, the question you should be asking isn't what's the fastest way to succeed, but rather what's the smartest way to succeed over time. Embrace continuous improvement. Small changes every day lead to big results over time. A Toyota worker adjusting a small step in their workflow, leading to a smoother production process. A team in an office refining their customer service responses, making incremental improvements. A restaurant chef tweaking ingredients to perfect a recipe. This is the essence of Kaizen, Toyota's philosophy of continuous improvement. The idea that small, consistent improvements over time lead to massive results. It's not about grand gestures or overnight success. It's about refining, learning, and evolving every single day. A writer improving their craft by writing a little every day. A developer refining their code bit by bit. An athlete tweaking their training routine to get just 1% better each week. If you focus on improving just 1% every day, imagine where you'll be in a year, in 5 years. That's how Toyota built an empire. And that's how you can build something extraordinary too. Respect your team. Engage people at every level. The best ideas often come from those closest to the work. Toyota understands something that many companies forget. Innovation doesn't just come from the top. It comes from the people who are actually doing the work, day in and day out. The best leaders don't dictate solutions from a boardroom. They listen, empower, and engage their teams. Whether you're running a business, managing a project, or just trying to improve your workplace, ask yourself, are you involving the people who actually do the work? Are you valuing their input? Because some of the best ideas often come from the most unexpected places. Go and see for yourself. Don't just trust reports. Experience the problem firsthand before making decisions. One of Toyota's most powerful philosophies is called Genchi Genbutsu, which means go and see. It's the idea that real knowledge comes from direct experience, not from spreadsheets, not from second-hand reports, but by actually being there. How often do we make assumptions based on reports without actually seeing the problem firsthand? Toyota's leaders believe that to truly understand an issue, you have to go where the work happens, whether that's on the factory floor, in the office, or with your customers. If you want to make better decisions, solve bigger problems, and create real impact, stop guessing. Go see for yourself. Toyota has spent decades refining this system, but the journey never stops. From AI-driven production to sustainable manufacturing, Toyota's legacy isn't just about what they've built, it's about how they think, how they work, and how they continuously evolve. And here's the best part, you don't have to work at Toyota to apply these principles. You can use them anywhere. Whether you're building a startup, running a Fortune 500 company, managing a team, or just trying to be more efficient in your own work, these lessons can transform the way you operate. The Toyota way is not just for Toyota. It's for you. So, what's your biggest takeaway from the Toyota way? Which principle are you going to apply first? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe, like, and comment if you want more deep dives into business success stories.